Please read the following quote by Nathan Crowley, the production designer on, amongst other things, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. Straight lines, straight lines, straight lines. They are everywhere. Here are some examples. The interior of the bank in the opening scene, counters, flooring, the manager's office, all feature prominent straight lines, even the bank's logo. You might be thinking, well, it's a bank. That's what banks look like. Well, fair enough. How about Gamble's murder scene? Squares on the floor and walls, rectangular pool tables and straight pool cues everywhere. Coincidence, you might say. How about Commissioner Loeb's funeral scene? Straight roads, straight buildings, windows, fire escapes, people in straight lines, camera angles and locations that make us feel boxed in. Still think it's a coincidence? And what about the Joker's final location, on an under-construction skyscraper with its internal lines exposed? More about that later. So, there are straight lines everywhere. But how is the Joker fighting these lines? In the bank robbery scene, he breaks the straight lines of society by robbing a bank. He physically takes the beautifully stacked money and reduces it to a haphazard heap in bags. In the gamble scene, he commits murder. He also breaks a straight pool cue. Gamble was shown using a pool cue earlier in the scene, so this is symbolic of him breaking the mob's power and control over the city. In the Commissioner Loeb funeral scene, he attempts to kill the mayor, but appears to kill Gordon. Notice that after he appears, the straight line formation people are standing in disappears, and we are shown multiple shots of formless motion, and gone are the previous shots of straight lines. And in the final scene, well, we'll talk about that in a moment. So, we've established that there are straight lines abundant in the film, and that the Joker is shown to be breaking them. But what about Batman? Well, he is the undisputed king of straight lines. They more or less define his entire life, at home, at work, and in the Batcave. The connections don't end with the architecture either. He often only moves in long straight lines. Compare this to the tumbler in Batman Begins.
I gotta get me one of those.
Oh, you want to play? Come on. Come on.
Batman leads a simple, barren life, everything in its place, no surprises. He has little emotion and even less fun. When on his own with Alfred, his face rarely changes and he rarely uses his hands. This is the complete opposite of the Joker. The Joker is lively, emotional, and always using his hands. Bruce Wayne is straight, restrained, simple, and miserable. When Bruce is in front of people, perpetuating the playboy billionaire myth, he acts similarly to the Joker, smiling, telling crummy jokes.
Now, where is Harvey?
Where is Harvey Dent?
The guy from those god-awful campaign commercials? I believe in Harvey Dent.
I thought my jokes were bad.
The Joker, erratic, always in motion, every direction at once. Batman, straight, simple, one direction. Foreshadowed at the beginning of the film. Batman's view of the city, everything in neat boxes in its proper place, neat and orderly. The Joker upsetting that order one box at a time. Foreshadowed at the beginning of the film. Batman's view of the world, clear, precise, and in boxes. The Joker's view, blurry and sideways. So, what will happen when these two run into each other? Well, it's Straight Line City in the skyscraper halfway finished. It's a nice metaphor. The building is Gotham. The rules, laws, and structure of society are shown by the building's actual structure and all the straight lines. The Joker is trying to corrupt the city from within, and Batman is trying desperately to catch criminals, protect innocents, and avoid the police. A little microcosm of the entire film. And what is Batman's ultimate weapon for defeating the Joker? The Bat Sonar, which literally turns reality into straight lines. The funniest thing about this ultimate weapon is that it fails. It's almost as if the film is saying, you can't use rules to help you fight someone who has no rules. So, Batman's straight line reality fails to beat the Joker. He eventually beats him with a good old-fashioned smack to the chops. So, what weapons does the Joker use against Batman? Well, he kind of uses straight lines against Batman. Number 1, he uses a long, straight lead pipe. Number 2, he uses a net made out of hundreds and hundreds of straight lines. He also traps Batman under a bunch of straight lines in the actual structure of the building itself. It's almost as if the Joker is saying, hey look, all your rules aren't going to help, they're only going to hinder you. So if you want to leave any comments calling me crazy, feel free to. And I promise to reply to everyone.